Guys, so today we're going to be making chicken breast with mixed veggies and rice. So the first thing you want to do, you want to go to your local trusted grocery store and you want to pick out your ingredients. When picking out your vegetables, I want you to check your vegetables, examine your vegetables. That's going to be that next step. You're going to make sure that there's no spots, no, funky little areas. And you're going to make sure it's not close to spoiling because what we put in our body is very important. And you're going to see me take some steps later on to extra make sure that it is good for our bodies. Next, you're going to see me pick up a packet of like spoiled mushrooms. That's why I'm not going to pick those. No. So we're going to pick the other ones, and then we're going to go back home. Next, when you get home, you're going to lay out your mise en place. Mise en place is just French for putting it in place, taking out all your ingredients and making sure you have all of them. Next, you're going to wash your vegetables. I can't stress this enough. You have to make sure you wash your vegetables because there are little microbes and just little funky areas that you can't see. And I want you to wash it under hot water because it can kill whatever bacteria or stuff that may be living on the vegetables. All right, next we're going to get out our chicken breast. Now, I got this from our local Piggly Wiggly, and I examined it at the store as well. I just didn't capture that part. Just make sure it didn't have any signs of spoilage like I did the vegetables. I'm going to lay it out and further examine it before I put it in a bowl to go on to the next step of washing my protein. And you're going to see it in the clip in a minute. Okay, we're going to wash our protein. It is important that you wash your protein as well because just like the vegetables, there are, little things that you may not see that could be living on your protein. And you see me examining my chicken just a little bit more because I want to pull off any fat because fat is just... Fats and the good fats are good for us, but some fats just aren't. And I like a very lean type of chicken. And that's one of the benefits of chicken breast. It's very lean and it's a great source of protein, vitamin D, vitamin B, and calcium. Just all those things that are good for our bodies. So then we're going to keep rinsing that water. We're going to keep dumping that water till it's very clear. Next, you're going to cut your chicken. This is very optional. I like to cut my chicken because to me, it seems like it cooks faster. That may not be true, but it just feels like it. Next, you're going to add your desired seasonings. I'm going to show you everything that I use in the screen. But right now I'm going to take the chance to tell you just all the benefits of this meal. Is well balanced because it has a starch, it has a protein, and it has fresh vegetables as like a good source of vitamin. Because I showed you I have bell pepper, which is a great source of calcium, especially vitamin C. Especially the ripest pepper, which is the red pepper, which is, you see, that's the one I picked out. And the yellow squash is so good for you. Not only is it low calorie, but it helps with gum health and teeth health as well. And then the benefits of zucchini. A lot of people may not know, but zucchini can help improve your digestion. Next, you're going to mix all this chicken and mix the chicken with the seasonings. Make sure you get it all in there. You don't want any piece to taste bland. You really don't. And as you can see probably in that seasoning video, I tried not to use too much salt because, salt, as I learned in this class, can lead to a lot of, diseases. Too much salt isn't good for you. And I've been trying to pull back recently because of this class, and that's why I just really enjoyed this class. And I just found it very beneficial of the information that I learned. And next, you're going to see me wash my hands. It is essential that you wash your hands after touching raw meat, just to make sure it doesn't contaminate the next process as well, because you don't want to get sick, like salmonella, So next, you're going to chop your veggies. So I'm going to show you how I chop my veggies. I went to a culinary school for 4 years. So I learned how to chop vegetables there, but it's so easy with the internet and just so many tutorials on how to chop things up. You want to make sure you're safe as well. You're going to spread it out. You're going to continue to chop. Make sure you're, like I want to reiterate, just be safe. Be safe. Make sure you're watching where that knife goes, holding it properly. Like I said, there's tutorials on how to have good knife safety as well. You're going to see me keep chopping. Next, you're going to make your rice. I already had some pre-made rice, but I'm going to tell you, you're going to get to make good rice, you're going to have a 2-to-1 ratio. You're going to have double water than you have grains, because grains grow as they cook. But you're going to see me reheat my leftover rice because I just want to be cost efficient and not make something when I already have what I have, you know. So you're going to see me add some water, so just to get the rice a little seamy. Next, you're going to add a tablespoon of butter. You can I would substitute this for olive oil, but I didn't have any. Olive oil is healthier because it's an unsaturated fat versus a saturated fat. I hope I'm saying that correctly and not mixing it up. You're just going to mix that around as it cooks. You see me take that rice off the heat because it is done. Make sure you don't have things on a stove, because that cup being on stove wasn't safe. But next, you're gonna see me wash my pot because I want to be efficient on dishes as well, just to make sure, you know, I clean as I go, but not really. I don't want to use a whole nother pan, just to reduce the amount of dishes I have to do. You're going to take that pan and put it back on the stove and make it hot again, and you're going to add another tablespoon of butter. This is so we can saute our vegetables. Unfortunately, I lost the clip of me sauteing the vegetables at the end. But what you're basically going to do, you're going to do the same thing you did with the chicken. And the next step is going to season the vegetables. But then after that, you're just going to do what you did with the chicken with the vegetables. And we're going to season these vegetables with some soy sauce and some garlic powder. Soy sauce has a high salt content, so you don't want to... You see, I made a mess right there. But you don't want to add too much, you know. Like I said, I'm trying to cut back on salt, just for my health purposes. And next, you're going to see me add the garlic powder in a second here. And you're just going to add that and mix it as well as I told you to do with the chicken.